What's happening? Two questions for you. One, how are you doing? Seriously, let me know. Two, who do you want to be when it's all said and done? Now, the first question isn't going to be too hard to answer. It's either you're doing good or you're doing bad, because if you're not doing good, then you're doing bad. But for the second question, actually take a little bit of time to consider your answer. And once you've done that, reflect on this said answer that you came up with in your head. Is the person that you thought of, that came to your mind, doing the things that you're doing right now in your everyday life on a consistent basis? Or are they going harder? More than likely, you can do more. More than likely, you can go harder. Just be better overall. When it comes to things that we know we want for ourselves, we tend to just talk about it. We talk about life and what we want all day long. And that's it. It stops at just talking. That's the problem. That person that you thought of immediately when I asked you that second question of who you want to be when everything's all said and done, do me a favor and put yourself in their shoes. Put yourself in the shoes of the person that you want to be. Because honestly, if you do the work, you go through the grit, all that shit, that could be you. You could be that person. Is the person you want to be, aka the better version of yourself, just sitting around all day, just straight up feeling bad for themselves as they just drown themselves in substances that aren't any good for them, and just indulging in mindless pleasures that aren't going to contribute to any good character development? This is for people who have big goals, dreams, or aspirations. If you think that's you, you need to start acting and moving accordingly. Start acting the part. Because let's be honest, the person you want to be isn't in the crib choking their chicken all day, just straight up boxing their beef, swindling their swine, whatever the you want to call it. Put the Sarah J down. Don't ask me how I know who that is. Mind your business. You can get hurt being in somebody else's business. Don't do that. I wouldn't advise you to do that. Anyways, the person you want to be, the better version of yourself, isn't as far as you think it is. It's literally just a better version of yourself, and it's a version of yourself that just works harder and harder. Yo, big pause on that. It's not even that crazy, but I had to throw that in there. Just in case. No Diddy. At least a lot harder than what you're doing right now. Now that I'm thinking, you know what your problem is? You think the better version of yourself is so far away. You think it's so foreign. You can't even imagine yourself being in that position. Did I even say pause on that, or are we going to let that slide? Let me know. That kind of person that just gets respect. The person who walks in the room, everybody turns their head. Just the person that changed everything. Their home life, their family life, their love life. Anything that you can think of. I know you feel it too. That should not feel foreign to you at all. Plain and simple, this is just a little bit of classic doubt. And to fix a problem like this, you have to do the work. Although easier said than done, I am working on it too, so I'm not too mad at you, because we're all trying to fix our own shit, right? The first step to fixing this problem that you have with doubting yourself and low confidence is recognizing that you're in that state in the first place. So there's going to be a lot of mental roadblocks and, mental trials and tribulations that you got to get through. But then the hardest step after that is really just getting started. But I think you know that. That's like the most cliche thing, The hardest step is getting started. Yeah, I know everybody's tired of hearing that shit. That's my bad, but everybody says it for a reason. But for some reason, we all know that's the hardest step, and it's a step that needs to get done. But it's never done. Isn't that crazy? Again, I have to reiterate, I'm not too mad at you. We're in the same boat, man. The only reason why I feel so comfortable to even talk about something like this, well, it kind of hits close to home. It's something I struggle with, so if I can at least help just one person, shit, that's a win in my book. So with that being said, I need to ask a favor out of you. Help me by helping yourself, and I will return the favor. So that way, everybody in this exchange will be improving. I don't see how anybody can lose in this situation, because me personally, I believe that we are only as good as our weakest link. So if you're slacking, then I'm slacking. If I'm slacking, then you're slacking. You know what I'm saying? This is a good way so we can all level up. Accountability is one hell of a thing, because as I'm making this video, I'm realizing how much I really do struggle with this, because I could have made this video a long ass time ago, but for whatever reason, I was slacking. I guess I'm human at the end of the day. I'm just a man. But I like how it's clicking with me, because it just means I have to go up another level. I have no problem. I never ducked hard work. Honestly, if you ask me, wanting more for yourself is one of the highest forms of self-love. But that's what I think. Personally, I like the sound of that. If you disagree, you can eat it. I don't care. Start acting like who you want to be, man. Or don't. There's a lot of people fine with being the same. There's a lot of people fine with staying the same. I can't. More so, I won't. I don't have that in me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking a chance on me. Right now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have work. I don't want to go to work, but I'm going to. I'm a reasonable man, bro. It's 3 a.m. right now. There isn't too much that I want out this world besides the world itself. So I kind of had to do abnormal things. You know, it's 3 a.m. They've been saying I need to go to bed. Sleep deprivation is bad. That shit is a liberal lie. The person I want to be, the person who conquers the earth, is somebody who's willing to put in the dirt, the hours, the grit, the whatnot. I can ran out of words to say. So the person I want to be, there's a lot of changes I got to make. I'm scared, but I know it'll be worth it. You can stay the same, but the world's going to keep on spinning. Remember that. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you took that chance on us. I'm going to see you next time.